and getting the support of the U.S. through investment from the U.S. private sector and with support from government agencies. And I think the engagement with the U.S. has been in the uptick. Uh, Last year, the President visited Washington, D.C. with had discussions. A Biden presidential trade and investment mission was committed, and that commitment was honored with the coming of more than 22 top executives. Companies, more than 22 companies with the top executives coming to the Philippines. So we had discussions, um, and that was March 11. Following that, we have just recently concluded Indo-Pacific Business Forum. And from that business forum, there is a very good representation of important U.S. government agencies. For example, the development, the development finance, U.S. International Development Finance Corporation uh, is represented, and we have been assured that they are willing to support their U.S. investors coming to the Philippines, and to prove that they're setting up an office in Manila soon. Okay. Uh, the other important development was the trilateral summit that happened in April, and that summit included Japan, uh, in addition to the U.S. and the Philippines. And there were a number of commitments made in the economic and business side. There is the commitment on the part of the U.S. and Japan to support our Luzon Economic Corridor development. And we got reconfirmation of this during the Indo-Pacific Business Forum with the special advisor of the President, Hochstein, reiterating the commitment of the U.S. government to support the development of the Luzon Economic Corridor, and also the commitment of the Trade Development Agency to develop the feasibility study of the project and the International Development Finance Corporation to support the financing of the project.